Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, na.
So just if you want to go through the any services, then simply click this icon and you can go and adapt to the service. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நம்ம போகிறது வந்து ஒரு விர்ச்சுவல் சர்வர் எப்படி ரன் பண்ணுறது அப்படிங்கிறது தான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஓகே, ஸோ these are the EC2 services which is provided by the AWS. EC2 அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் அ மெயின் ஒன் ஆஃப் த மெயின் சர்வீசஸ். இங்கே தான் நீங்கள் விர்ச்சுவல் சர்வர்ஸ் எல்லாமே ரன் பண்ண முடியும், லான்ச் பண்ண முடியும். தட் இஸ் கால்ட் த இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ். இங்கே இருக்கு இல்லையா, here you can see the count. Currently there is no instance which is running, and here you can see some other things as well. But when we are creating and running this instance, then you will understand what is key pair, what is host, and what is security group and all. Okay, so here it will show the count, what are the services and how many services that you are going to be adapt, how many security groups and key pairs that you are created. These all are related to the servers. Okay, so when we are creating the service, you will get a clear ideas on that. Okay, so this is the tab. Here you can go and launch the instance, and here you can check the service health. If anything issues on the any particular zone, then you will get an alarm here. Okay, it will be indicating you in this page. If you want to enable some additional zone, yeah, you can enable the additional zone as well. But here, currently I am in Mumbai, so here you can see the available zones. In Mumbai there is a 3 zones, so these are the zone name and these are the zone ID. Okay, if you are familiar on the AWS, then you can find out this. You can whenever you are keep working on the AWS, if you see the zone ID, then you can clearly understand this is an APAC South one. So what is APAC South one? So APAC South one is a Mumbai. Okay, AP South one is a Mumbai. So if you see in the zone ID, then you can identify where is the zone. This is APAC South, which is in Mumbai. It's in zone 1, availability zone 1, availability zone 2, and this is in availability zone 3. That is for A is it mean for availability zone, and this is zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3. So based on the zone ID, you can easily identify which zone it was created and where it is located. Okay, you want to enable the additional zone? Yeah, you can. If there is an additional zone, you can enable it. So by default, it will be 3 zones. Okay. So here you can see the alarm. Any instance having some alarms, you can see this page. And if you want to create any scheduled event or any scheduled event on this particular region by AWS, yeah, you can see this image. You can see the details here. If you want to migrate and something is going on, all the details you can hear. And if you want to be a quick ID filter, then you can use the resource ID here and you can filter out the status to check further on this. And here you can see the account attributes and EC2 console details and all. And here you can see your cost detail. So these are the details available in the dashboard. So actually in the dashboard you can run a multiple services, right? Any kind of server you can run. There is no restriction. You can run a Windows or Linux or some other platform which they are providing. We will keep creating. We will get some ideas when we are creating the setup. So இதுக்கு எந்த ஒரு physical setupமே நீங்க ரன் பண்ண போறதில்ல. Simply you can go and you can run the setup here. So it's only page 4 to create the instance. Let me go and create the instance. If you if you click on the instance page, here you can see the list of server that you are going to be you already run in this particular region. Okay, so here I don't have any kind of servers running here because even if I create any lab, I will delete it immediately because there is some limitations on using those services on a free tier as well. So even if you are used more time, if you reach the threshold limit that they are set at, then you will get a payment. So that's why whenever I completed a session, I will delete the instance or I will delete the services which I have used for testings or something else. Okay, so here you can go there and there are so many tabs are there, and I will explain this tab later. Let me launch the instance first. So click on the launch instance, so you will be redirected to this page. So here you just simply enter the system name. Okay, just I'm going to create a own server here. Okay, this is a server 1, but every organization have some name and culture. So the server name, the name should be like this. on it should be start on this letter, and this would be have a region name like that. So here they were mentioning like a code. If it is created on Mumbai, then they will create a Mumbai hyphen server. Server it means for stands for yes. So it's a server, and what kind of server it is? It is a Windows or Linux. So Windows will be an window, or if it is in Linux or L. So this kind of naming that they are using, standardized name will be there. You also have some ideas, and you will get some information from your organization what kind of naming that you are already using, or do we have any kind of name format. You have to follow that name. But this is for the testing, so we are not going to be using any kind of oh sorry. I think I have created a one more session with for 2.5 hours. You guys hereafter please use this link. Okay, I just posted on the chat. We can try that one. Actually, that meeting is created for 2.5 hours. Even this also I have created 2.5 hours, I believe. Yeah, this one also I created 2.5 hours, but I don't know. Okay, let's keep continuing on this. Let me share the screen again. Okay, so I think we are stopped here. Am I audible, guys? Can you please confirm?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you can create a server name here, and here you can choose the OS, the server, the services that they are available in the market. Okay, so you can create a AWS Linux machine, you can create a Windows machine, or if you want to run the Ubuntu server, you can choose that one also, or if you want to choose a SUSE Linux or a Debian, whatever that's required from the based on their applications, then you can choose the respective services here. So mostly we are using the Linux or Windows for this session. Okay, let me make sure that I'm going to be connected the Amazon Linux here, and here here you can choose the AMI. So AMI is nothing but the Amazon provided machine iOS studios. Here you can whenever you are choosing the AMI, right? You need to be check what kind of AMI that they are providing. So these are all the virtual services. You need to make sure the respective vendor which kind of AMI that we are going to be using. Okay. In some cases, நீங்கள் இந்த விர்ச்சுவல் மிஷின்ஸ் வந்து ஒன்று சூஸ் பண்ணிவிட்டு இது வந்து கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஓஎஸ் தான், ரைட்? ஸோ ஃபார் ஏஎம்ங்கிறது இட்ஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் ஓஎஸ், எதர் 64 மாடல் யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறீங்களா, ஏஆர்எம் தட் யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறீங்களா அப்படின்னு. பிகாஸ் ஏன்னா இந்த சர்வருக்குள்ளே என்ன சர்வீஸ் ரன் பண்ண போகிறீங்க, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு AAA சர்வர் வந்து ரன் பண்ண போகிறீங்க அப்படின்னா, authentication சர்வர் எய்தர் இட்ஸ் மேபி ஃப்ரம் சிஸ்கோ ஆர் இட்ஸ் மேபி ஃப்ரம் சம் அதர் ப்ரொவைடர்ஸ் லைக் இட்ஸ் அ காம்படிட்டர் லைக் தட் HP இருக்கு இல்லையா, அருபா. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஸோ CPPM இந்த மாதிரி ஏதோ ஒன்று நீங்கள் ரன் பண்ண போகிறீங்க அப்படின்னா we need to make sure the compatible AMI.
Anna, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Anna, Bhuvan is waiting for the acceptance now, so our meeting join ஆகுதுன்னு சொன்னாங்க.
It is asking that. I don't see any request here. I think he joined. I will request him.
Your voice is too low.
Is it okay for me now?
Yes, no, it is audible now.
Okay. Anand, can you check again? Is it okay for you, or something issues with your network? So that's why I just want to make sure.
No, I'm okay for that.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for confirming. I think Bhuvan has joined. We can continue.
Okay. Okay.
So for whenever choosing this AMI, right? So this is called Amazon Machine Image. So you need to make sure what kind of service that you are going to be run top of it. So it's a kind of, it's a server only, right? So in top of it, you can run any kind of services here. ஸோ நீங்கள் பர்டிகுலராக ஒரு ட்ரிபிள் சர்வர் அப்படின்னா அந்த ரெஸ்பெக்டிவ் வெண்டார்ஸ் கிட்ட வந்து கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணணும். ஸோ அவங்க ஒரு கம்பேட்டபிலிட்டி செட் பண்ணிருப்பாங்க. ஸோ இந்த ஏஎம்ஐ கூட இது வந்து ப்ராப்பராக ஒர்க் ஆகும். சம் ஆஃப் த ஏஎம்ஐ ஹாவ் சம் இஷ்யூஸ். ஸோ அதை நீங்கள் கன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிக்கிட்டு தென் யூ கேன் சூஸ் த ஏஎம்ஐ ஹியர். ஸோ தேர் ஆர் ஸோ மெனி ஏஎம்ஐஸ் ஆர் தட். ஓகே, ஸோ whenever you are going to be choose the AMI, you just make sure with the vendor. இது வந்து ரியல் டைம் ப்ரொடெக்ஷனில் சொல்கிறேன். ஓகே, பட் இங்கே வந்து நீங்கள் எது வேணாலும் சூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம். ஸோ வாட் ஆர் த திங்ஸ் தட்ஸ் கம்மிங் அண்டர் த ஃப்ரீ டயர், தென் யூ கேன் சூஸ் தட் ஒன் ஆல்சோ. ஸோ தெர் இஸ் நோ ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ஷன் ஆன் த AMI. But when you are going to be choose the instant type, right, so make sure this you are choosing the free tier for lab purpose. But in practically, right, here you can see the configuration details. உங்களுக்கு 2 CPU வேணுமா, இல்லை எவ்வளோ மெமரி வேணும், 1 GB வேணுமா, இல்லை அதுக்கு மேலே ஏதாவது யூஸ் பண்ண போகிறீங்களா. ஸோ இங்கே வந்து you can see the price as well. ஒரு ஹவருக்கு எவ்வளோ டாலர், இட்ஸ் $0.0112 per hour. ஓகே, மேலே டாப்பில் யூ கேன் சி திஸ் இஸ் அ ஃப்ரீ டயர் எலிஜிபிள். ஃப்ரீ டயர் எலிஜிபிள் மீன்ஸ் தே ஆர் நாட் கோயிங் டு பி சார்ஜ் எனி திங் அன்டில் த யுவர் ஃப்ரீ டயர் எலிஜிபிலிட்டிஸ் கெட் எக்ஸ்பயர். அதுக்கு மேலே போச்சுன்னா சார்ஜ் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஸோ இப்போ உங்களுக்கு ஐடியா கிடைக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் எதுக்காக நான் எண்ட் ஆஃப் த செஷன் வந்து நான் எல்லாத்தையும் டெலிட் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. ஸோ ஒய் மை டேஷ்போர்ட் இஸ் ஷோயிங் blank right now. Okay, so you can choose this 4 things for lab purpose, but don't go and touch the rest of the things. But you know, we all when that's why I asked you to go with the free tier. But if you go to the paid option when you are creating the account, then it will be get enabled. But now I choose the only the free tier option, so that's why you can't able to adopt this kind of services here, you know. So here you can go with the 8 CPU, up to 8 CPU or 16 CPU, you know. Here you can 60 CPU, 48 CPU, 96 memory. So that's what I earlier I discussed you, right? How many sessions you are that going to be handled. So based on that you can choose the 96 CPU as well. This is the X slots. Okay, 96 CPU, and you know the cost will be getting higher per hour for adopting this kind of services. Okay, it depends upon the service that you are going to be run. So as a architect role, or you are going to be design any kind of network, you have to be ensure what's the budget, what's the capex that you that is provided by your organization, and what's the requirement that they are going to be met, what's the target there. You can't go and simply run the services based on the current traffic. Okay, you must have a discussions with your sales peoples, and you have to discuss with your higher officials what's the target of our what is our target for the next year, what is the target for the next 5 years. So based on that only we can go for the deployment. So today if you have a 1500 customers, and the next month it will be getting doubled, right? So based on that you can go with by choosing this correct configuration. But here, you know, for the testing purpose you can choose any kind of free tier eligible services that you are going to be adopt here. But make sure you are using this less amount. It's a $0.1, it's a 0.04, and this one is a 0.02, right? So choose the less one. Not right that you can choose anything, but it's for the testing purpose only, right? It's maybe going to half an hour, then we are going to be disabled, right? So you can choose this one. Okay, and here, you know, you have to create a key pair. So what is key pair? Okay, you can use a key pair. The AWS dashboard itself clearly told you what services it is. If you are reading this information, then you can understand it, what's the purpose it is. If you want more info, there is a tab for info. If you just click it, you can go through it. It will take you to the site, you know. Here you can see the reason for key pair. It's a specific key pair in your launch template. It is a specific key for a particular template. Okay, key pair from the key pair name. Okay, name list. So you can go and select the key pair name list. Okay, it's a key pair எதுக்காக யூஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னா, then here you can select the key pair, but if you have already created one, you can use the same key pair for all the existing all the servers as well. No need to create a key pair for each and every cases, but it depends upon you how you are going to be deploy. If you want a different key pair for a different instance, then you can go with that. But let me show you how to create a new one, so that only you don't have anything, right? So this is the key pair here. You can just give this is for the security purpose for accessing the server, right? Once you created it, then everyone can access if by using the public IP address, but anything specifically the persons need to be access the server, then you need to go with the key pair. Okay, so just to make sure, the key pair name is like this is for key pair for server 1 -key. Okay, the name should be in the standard format. So you can choose the RSA or some other encryption method. RSA is enough for the private and public key pair. You can download it as a PIM or PPK file. So I will explain you for what is PIM and PPK. So PPK is only whenever you are trying to be accessed through the putty, but in some cases if you are opening through the SSH, then you need a PIM file. So I recommended you to download on the PIM file, and there is options to convert the PIM file into the PPK. So I will explain you the process of converting the PIM to PPK. So first of all, you just download it from the PIM file. So once you click on a create, okay, so it will be automatically created and you will get one downloaded file here. So this is the downloaded PIM file. So I just want to move this into the specific folder from the common download folder. Okay, so this is the key pair that I am already used on this. Let me delete all this one. I just want to paste this new key here. So this is on the PIM file format. Okay, make sure you have saved in the correct path, and keep the name different name for the different key, and you just want to be identified where we are mapped this key as well. But நீங்க மாத்தி யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா, then it would throw you some errors on that. So you can't able to log in the server through the remote. Okay, so I just created a key pair, and this is all the network settings. Here you can see the name. This is the VPC name. This is the VPC. So what is VPC? We will discuss on the VPC later. Okay, what is VPC and what is this kind of things. So here you can choose a subnet preferred. It's a default subnet in any availability zone. Okay, so if you are actually by default it is using any availability zone. But if you want, நீங்கள் வந்து ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கான ஒரு இது வச்சுருக்கீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, ஐ மீன் கார்பரேட் அக்கௌண்ட் வச்சுருக்கீங்க அப்படின்னா, தென் யூ ஹாவ் ஆப்ஷன் டு செலக்ட் ஏ ஜோன். ஸோ வி ஆல்ரெடி டிஸ்கஸ் அபவுட் அ ஜோன், ரைட்? இப்போ மும்பையிலே எனக்கு வந்து 3 zones இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ 3 zonesல நீங்கள் பர்டிகுலராக எனக்கு இந்த ஜோனில் வேணும் அப்படின்னீங்கன்னா, தென் ஹியர் யூ ஹாவ் த ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் டு செலக்ட் த ஜோன் இஃப் யூ ஹாவ் எ பெய்டு சர்வீஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் த பிளேஸ் டு சூஸ் த zone. Okay, we want to go to the tutorials. Here there are some tutorials are there. You can go and check what is how can they are build the services, and some other instruction they will provide it. If you want to be if you want to see that time, if you have a time to go through the tutorials, please go through it. And this where we can get some more information, additional features. When you are trying to be get a certificate, then I will recommend it to go through these things as well. Okay, you will get some more clarities on that. Here you have to be create a security group. So security group is another something is related to the firewall. So இது வந்து like a firewall. இப்போ நீங்கள் வந்துட்டு ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு சர்வர் ரன் பண்ணுறீங்க அப்படின்னா, ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு பி ரன் எ சர்வர் ஹியர். ஓகே, ஸோ எனக்கு இங்கே இதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு டிப்ளாய் ஒன் ஃபயர்வால். Okay, so in the firewall I just want to I can create a rule, like a firewall. What are the who's want to be access the server? Okay, என்ன kind of servers யார் ரீச் பண்ணலாம், எந்த போர்ட் வழியா ரீச் பண்ணலாம், இதுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் எல்லாமே ஒன்லி அந்த ரூல் எல்லாமே நீங்கள் கிரியேட் பண்ணலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபார் மேக் I will give some detailed explanations on that in upcoming session. So okay, So இங்க நம்ம என்ன பண்ண போறோம்னா just I want to, you can use the existing security group as well. So for example, why they have this option, you know, if you want to be create a same kind of setup, if you want to replicate the same security policy in some other location, you can select the existing security policy as well. So this is one of the security policy which I have earlier, but I don't want to go through the now. So here I just want to be allow the SSH. Okay, SSH or Telnet or something. Telnet is nowadays it's an out of scope, right? So that have some kind of vulnerabilities, you know. So that's why, you know. Okay. So here is the option. இது வந்து telnet பண்றதுக்காக particular அந்த சர்வரை. So here you can give some open access anywhere, எங்க இருந்து வேணாலும் அவங்க access பண்ணலாம் அப்படினு. Or if you want to the customized things, then you can give the customized IP. So for example, இப்போ நான் எனக்கு மட்டும் தான் access வேணும் அப்படினு நான் ஃபீல் பண்றேன் அப்படினா, then you can give the public IP address. So what is my IP ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நீங்க browserல போடிங்கனா you will get your public IP address. So அந்த public IP address மட்டும் கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா then you can have only access for you. பட் இல்ல இது வந்து உங்களோட பிரைவேட் செக்டார்ல இருந்து access பண்ணும்போது பர்టిక్యులரா இந்த யூசர்ஸ் மட்டும் தான் இத access பண்ணனும் அப்படினா then you can write a rule based on that. Okay, you can have a customized options as well. Let me go with open options now, so that everyone can check this. Okay. So இதுக்கு கீழ வந்து பாத்தீங்க அப்படினா you can choose the configuration storage. So here you can select and you can give the, this is a basic requirement, right? It's a smaller than the snapshot, must be at least 8. So at least உங்களுக்கு 8 GB ஆவது configuration storage வேணும். So it's a minimum. So maximum you can go up to the volume. Okay, so எவ்வளவு வேணும் அப்படிங்கறத பொறுத்து நீங்க அத வந்து மாத்திக்கலாம். So these are all the free tiers, and if you are going with this too, then it will be chargeable. Okay, so for lab purpose, go with the free tier eligible category. So I don't want to change anything here. And there are some advanced options, right? So I just walk through this advanced options, you know. There are so many options. So if you want to be choose any particular IAM profile, yes, you can choose here. So we can go through it later. So some other options, you know. So these are some DNS related options that are disabled right now. By default we are going to be use the AWS DNS. Here you can select this instance auto recovery or shutdown of the behavior. So இத வந்து ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனுமா இல்ல இத வந்து ஷட்டவுன் பண்ணும்போது இத இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ் ஸ்டாப் பண்ணனுமா இல்ல டெர்மினேட் பண்ணனுமா. டெர்மினேட்ங்கிறது ஸ்டாப்ங்கிறது simply you are going to stop the services only, but the entire things will be still remaining on the AWS. But terminate is something you are going to be delete all the related things completely. Okay, so that's the difference between the stop and terminate. Okay, and this Hibernate behavior you are going to be enable or disable. I'm not going to be touch anything here, but it is depends upon it's something is narrow down in your services. Okay, so this all are the process, you know. Now there is nothing going to be go on check on this is something is related to the CloudWatch monitoring. So these are the services that we are going to be discussed later for EBS optimization. So these are also some features we will discuss later on this kind of services. But here, you know, in the bottom there are so many options. We will discuss each services later. Okay, so just choose the instance type and create a key pair. These are all the steps, you know, don't forget the steps. Just create a key pair and download it and store it in a proper folder, and just choose the security group, and you just want to be allow the respective services here. Okay, and click launch instance. So now we are going to be launch the instance. Okay, so this is the instance ID. It is already successfully create the instance, and it is already launched. When you go to the EC2 machines, right? So here in the dashboard you can see the running instance is number is became 1, and this is the key pair number was 1, which is a new one. Security group, there is a 2, which one is created newly, and another one is I already have that one, right? So that's why it's showing 2. And this is the instance, and there is a one volume. The volume is nothing, but we will discuss further on this volume as well. Okay, let's click on the instance. Earlier there is no instance showing here, right? So here now you can see the server one which I have created. This is the instance ID, This is the current state. It is on running state, okay, and the type is T3 micro, and currently the status is initialization. So currently it is getting initialized. So it will keep on changing. Keep eye on it. Okay, I will explain the steps on status here. And if you want to check any kind of alarm here, you can go and check here, and here you can see which zone you are you have created this instance. It is an AP South 1B. This is the Mumbai region, okay, and here you can see the public DNS, and there's a public IP address which is mapped particularly for these services, okay, and monitoring is currently disabled. We will discuss about the monitoring, and that is a security group that we are created, okay, for this is a security group. Security group, I already told you, right? This is kind of a firewall services. And what is the key that was mapped? There is a server key 1 which is mapped for this. Is what kind of platform it is? It is a Linux. Okay, so all the services, all the details, what are the things that is mapped for the particular server, you can see all the details here. Okay, and if you scroll down here, okay, let me refresh so that still it is an initialization. Okay, so if you scroll down here, here you can see the server details. Okay, so here you can see all the details which we are seeing this here, right? So in the illa details me neenga inge paaka mudiyum, and alarm related adile edavadhu irundaduna system reachability is check fast. You want to check any kind of metrics, so here you can see, okay, system oda current check status edavadhu fail aayirukka, instance edavadhu fail aayirukka, so idu ellame neenga inge paakalam. So you can choose the time period for last 3 hours, last 12 hours, 3 days, 1 week, and you can choose your custom as well. Okay, and you can choose the time zone. It's a local time zone or anything you want to check on the UTC, then you can check. Currently it is on UTC, so here it is a Mumbai region. So if you want to select the local time, then it will be show the Indian time. Okay, so there is options to that one too. This is a refresh button. Whenever you are changing the time period, it automatically refreshes, but if you want to refresh it manually, then you can do it. Okay, so these are the monitoring. So here you can monitor the system level configurations. Whenever the system went unresponsive state, or is there any high level of utilization, yeah, then you can come here and you can check what's the percentage of CPU utilization on the device. What is the network input bytes? What is the output? How many data are getting transferred on each day or second or a week or any other custom period? Okay, so you can check how many packets are coming, how many packets are reaching your particular server. Okay, so some metadata tokens or CPU credit usages, and so many things are there. If you see any kind of abnormalities, any sudden spike, then you can go and tick further on this with the exports. Server experts, you can ask them to connect with a particular server which is managing by the server team, Windows team. We can go and ask them, or we can raise a case with a particular AWS team to check on this. We can ask them to check with the particular services what is going on there, and they will dig further more, and they will provide some more information. Okay, and these are the security tab, who and all can access this. So here you can create some more roles. Here I just want to I just allowed port number 22 on TCP, and I just mentioned anywhere can access this one, but this is having some vulnerability, but nobody going to reach this public service right now because it is launched newly. But if everyone is aware and if it is open source, then they can trying to attack the server, right? So it's not recommended, but for the testing purpose, I'm just giving the open source here. Okay, so here you can see the security information, and if you go to the networking, here you can see the network related things, VPC ID and subnet ID. We will go through it. What is VPC ID, subnet ID, and availability zone. Here this server has been launched in 1B, availability zone B. Okay. If you want to be changed, that also is possible, but this is the private IP address. Okay, every machines have a private and public IP address. If you want only the private IP address, the database server will be installed only with the private IP address for the security reason. So that also possible. But when you launch the EC2 machine, by default it have some private IP address and public IP address. Okay, and here you can see the DNS information. Okay, this is a public DNS, and private DNS is something is related to the private DNS, and IPv4 only based some things, the DNS related stuff you can hear. It is automatically created with and mapped with the public IP address. Okay, you don't need to go and publish your any DNS mapping is required manually. By default it will be this public DNS will be automatically mapped with this public IP address, so no need to be mapped manually. And here you can see the network interfaces. Okay, so how many network interfaces that you have? It's have only one interfaces, and these are the IP address which is mapped. So this is like a similar case. You are deploying a one new server or a new machine, right? A Windows machine, right? So you can see all the network things. It is simply created within 1 or 2 minutes. Now your status is ready. So now the server is ready to access. You can access the server globally. How long it will take? It's take 2 to 3 minutes only, right? Simply you are launching the server. You already created a server which is running already in the public. Okay, it's taking 2 to 3 minutes. I don't need any kind of physical setup. I don't want any kind of maintenance. I don't want any kind of other stuff like related to manpower to managing this kind of everything. Simply I just want to launch a server. Okay, so and here you can monitor. So in this monitor tab, there is no traffic is coming here, but once we created a traffic, then you can see the traffic also here. So here's also some tags. If you want to be add any kind of tags based on the policy, then that also possible. Okay, let me show you. I think it's already the time was got over. I just only thing why you want to be I just want to be show you how can we access this server as well. So give me some time, I will. So just you guys just need a I just want the putty gen here. This is the file on that we are normally using to convert the PEM file into the PPK, right? So actually when I launched the server, I told you, right, நீங்கள் வந்து PEM and PPK ரெண்டுமே வந்து டவுன்லோட் பண்ணலாம். நான் வந்து PEM தான் ரெஃபர் பண்ணுறேன். ஸோ PPK நீங்கள் டேரெக்டாக டவுன்லோட் பண்ணாமல் அதான். ஆனால் PEM எப்படி PPKவாக கன்வெர்ட் பண்ணுறது புட்டிலேருந்து ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணுறதுக்குன்னா யூ நீட் ஏ புட்டி கீஜென். ஸோ இங்கே போயிட்டு இங்கே லோட் இருக்கு இல்லையா, எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் ப்ரைவேட் கீ, ஜஸ்ட் ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு லோட் இட். ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்ட் டு பி சூஸ் வேர் இஸ் தட் கீ பேர். It's a PPK. I just want to put, this is a PEM file, right? I'm just opening it. It's giving some warning. Just click one OK and save a private key. Okay, click on the private key. You want to save this key and protected it? Yes. Okay, so where I want to store in the same location. Here பாத்தீங்களா already PPK automatically PPK க்கு போயிடும். So நான் என்ன பண்ண போறேன்னா server -1 the nameல PPKவா கிரியேட் பண்ணியிருப்பேன். ஸோ இப்போ நீங்கள் அந்த ஃபோல்டரில் போய் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இதோட ஒரு PPKயோட காப்பி ஒன்று இருக்கும். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த கீ பேர் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் ஹியர் யூ கேன் சி திஸ் இஸ் த சர்வர் 1. ஓகே, சாரி. ஸோ இந்த நேம் வந்து நான் சேமாகவே ரீப்ளேஸ் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகே, கேன் ரீப்ளேஸ் இட் ஹியர், நோ ப்ராப்ளம். சர்வர் -p நாட் மேண்டேட்ரி, பட் ஐ ஜஸ்ட் வாண்ட் டு ஸ்டோர். இதோட காப்பி தாங்கிறதுனால சேம் நேமில் நான் ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஓகே, தட்ஸ் இட். இப்போ இந்த சர்வரை வந்துட்டு நான் எப்படி ஆக்சஸ் பண்ணுறது அப்படின்னா, இது வந்து லினக்ஸ் சர்வர், ரைட்? ஸோ லினக்ஸ் சர்வரை நீங்கள் குயில ஆக்சஸ் பண்ண முடியாது. யூ கேன் ஆக்சஸ் ஒன்லி த்ரூ தி CLI. ஓகே, ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் கிளிக் ஆன் த இன்ஸ்டன்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ இந்த இன்ஸ்டன்ஸில் இங்கே போனீங்கன்னா யூ கேன் சி த பப்ளிக் IP, பட் யூ கேன் யூஸ் த DNS as well here, instance. Or you can go to the connect tab. So in the connect tab you can see the SSH client. You can go to the SSH only. நம்ம SSH தான் யூஸ் பண்ண போறோம். ஓகே, ஸோ இங்கே பப்ளிக் DNS இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த DNS-ஐ நீங்கள் காப்பி பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஓகே, ஜஸ்ட் காப்பி திஸ் DNS அண்ட் ஓப்பன் த புட்டி ஜென் இல்லை. இப்போ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம்னா புட்டி ஓப்பன் பண்ண போகிறோம். ஓகே, ஜஸ்ட் ஓப்பன் த புட்டி அண்ட் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு என்டர் த DNS. இந்த பப்ளிக் DNS தான் லாகின் பண்ண போகிறீங்க. ஜஸ்ட் DNS கொடுக்க போகிறேன். நம்ம என்ன போர்ட் ஓப்பன் பண்ணோம்? போர்ட் நம்பர் 22. ஓகே, SSH-ஓட போர்ட். இது ஆல்ரெடி நம்ம ஓப்பன் பண்ணி வச்சுருக்கோம் சர்வர் சைட். ஓகே, இப்போ நீங்கள் வேறு டெல்நெட்டில் இதெல்லாம் ட்ரை பண்ணிங்கன்னா அது கண்டிப்பாக ஆக்சஸ் ஆகாது. ஓகே, அண்ட் ஜஸ்ட் என்டர் திஸ் ஒன் அண்ட் இங்கே இந்த SSH இருக்கு இல்லையா, இந்த SSH எக்ஸ்பேண்ட் பண்ணிங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்கள் லேட்டஸ்ட் வெர்ஷன் போடுங்க புட்டியில். ஸோ எவ்ரி வெர்ஷன்ஸ் ஹேவ் சம் அத்தன்டிகேஷன் டேப். So in the authentication tab you have to be load that key file. Okay, and then try to open. Okay, Yes, I just want to be open. Okay. Yeah. So here it is asking me the user ID and then password. So where by தெரியுதுலையா இந்த I think புட்டியோடது guys, are you
Yes,
able to
sir.
see this?
Yes, nice.
Yeah, thank you for confirming. So it's asking the login, user ID and then password. Okay. So where we can get the password? Override your aim. Go to the EC2 console. There is options to generate the password. Okay, so this is the username, EC2 user. Okay, there is the option, there might be the options to check the password here. There might be the options. Let me try this one too. Yeah, that key is getting refused. Usually we have options to create a user ID, the password here. There is options to create a password, and we need to be upload that PEM file. The PEM file. Okay, let me try with the PEM file. Usually PEM file will not support. File வச்சு புட்டி வழியா login பண்ண முடியாது usually. It is getting denied. Okay, so PEM file EPPK தான் யூஸ் பண்ணணும். So here there is an option normally. Let me try with any some other Windows machine. Let me go and launch the Windows machine. Only. You can check that. 2 weeks back also I just created something. Okay. That is it. It's not showing. Yeah. We launch on here. This time for Windows. Good. I default with this one for the free tier. Okay, and for the key pair I can use the same key pair, no problem. Need to create a new one. For security I just allow the it's for RDP. Okay, this is for RDP from anywhere. ஸோ இது வந்து நீங்கள் ஆர்டிபி வழியாக எடுக்கலாம். ஸோ அதனால் நீங்கள் ஆர்டிபி போர்ட் மட்டும் எனேபிள் பண்ணால் போதும். ஸோ ஆர்டிபி வந்து நம்ம ஈஸியாக லாகின் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ ஜஸ்ட் ஐ வாண்ட் டு கிரியேட் அட்வான்ஸ்ட் ஹியர் சம்திங் டு லான்ச். I'm just launching the Windows machine. But definitely there might be the option. Oh, what's the status on this creating the EC2 machine? So now it is showing the second machine. The name is not mine. Windows. It takes some time. To launch the instance. Get started. Yeah, now it is get started. Click on connect. So in the RDP client, here is options for get password. Okay, I will check for the Linux machine. So what we are missed here. This is for the Windows, right? So here you can check the public DNS for RDP. So just click on the machine. So in the desktop you have a RDP, right? Remote desktop connection. Okay, so you can connect the remote desktop connection with here. Simply go to the RDP client. So you can copy this client here and go to the RDP. You just paste this one. So just click on connect. You will be taking to the. It will be asking to the user ID and password. The pop-up will ask the user ID and password. The user ID here you can see that, right? The for RDP client here you can see the username is administrator. Okay, so I just copy this administrator here and just I'm going to be paste this one administrator. For password, click the get password, and here you need to be upload the private key, so which we are downloaded. So the key pair associated with the server key, right? So which the private key, which one we have locally, right? We already stored, right? இதுதான் நான் ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுறது, கொஞ்சம் கரெக்டாக வச்சுக்கோங்க. இது கீ பேரில், ஸோ I stored here the private key. So I just want to be uploaded it and click on tcrypt password, then you have a password. Okay, just copy this password. Okay, just copy this password and paste the password is here. Okay, so click on OK and click on yes. So we already allowed the port and the security policy, so that's why you can able to connect. Okay, so here you can able to access your server. Okay, so from the server you can run the any kind of services that you want. Okay, you can run the database server or SQL or Oracle, any database server வந்து நீங்க லான்ச் பண்ணிக்கலாம். இல்ல வேற ஏதாவது சர்வீசஸ் வந்து இதல லான்ச் பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படினா, yeah, that one also is possible. And if you want to run the web server, yeah, that also possible. So I will show you how to run the web server here for அது நம்ம ரன் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இந்த அப்கமிங் கிளாஸஸில். ஸோ டுடே we don't have a time, right? Almost 2.5 hours is over, I think, right? So this is the way of running the EC2 Windows server here. Okay, so this is from the AWS. Okay, it's not from my local machine. Okay, this is the AWS machine. So here you can perform the any kind of task which you want. This is on Windows 11, I believe. Okay, so இங்க நீங்க என்ன பண்ணலாம்னா, once நீங்க login பண்ணிட்டு you can go and check the configurations as usual in the Windows machine. Okay, so go to the system. This is taking more time, I don't know why.
Yogi, where can I get recorded session?
As you know, right, I will share with your email ID. I will upload it into the portal and I will share with you my email ID. If you go to your drive, and in the drive there is options for shared with me options, right? So in that folder you can access later. Okay, I will upload it in end of the today, because some peoples are not joined today because of some busy schedule, so they have to be go through it before joining.
Yes. I also missed some topic during the session.
Okay. So here you can go and check the system information. Okay, so here you can validate it. So this is boot up based on our requirement. So நீங்க அங்க என்னென்ன கொடுத்தீங்களோ அது எல்லாமே இங்க இருக்கும். So நீங்க என்ன எவ்வளவு RAM கொடுத்தீங்க, 1GB நம்ம கொடுத்திருந்தோம். So 1GB it's available. So how many CPUs is the T3 micro? Okay, is an Amazon EC2. The manufacturer is Amazon EC2, and OS manufacturer is a Microsoft, and this is the T3. Okay, right? And what are the things here? You can see the RAM details and physical memory, how much that we are configured.